Hello, how are we? So I wanted to jump on today because I hear this stuff all the time and it's doing my head in, and I want to explain to you exactly the reason why. If you're not at 5k months in your business yet, in your VA business, and you're literally like, I'm doing everything I need to do and I'm still not at 5k months, this is likely the shift that you need to make in your business. Because how frustrating is it when you just want to get there? You've got the goal in sight, you know where you want to get to, but for some reason it's just not connecting, it's just not working. So hi to anyone that doesn't know me. My name's Claire. I'm a business and marketing coach for VAs and online service providers. I help them land 4-figure clients through creating incredible packages and knowing how to sell online through their content. Okay, so it's about creating a business that you actually love, because I have been in businesses that I've created myself and I've still not loved them, and it's really about like getting to grips with that. So if you are in your VA business and you are thinking, right, I've been wanting to get to 5k months for a while now. You're working all the hours, maybe you've got a handful of clients, you are literally, your week is full. Maybe you've got family, kids, maybe you've got another job, maybe you've got other things going on through the week as well, and you're also running this VA business and you're literally like, I can't fit any more clients in. Like, if I onboarded one more client, my head would explode. Like, does anybody feel like that? Because honestly, that is exactly how I felt when I first started my business. Like, that is literally down to a T. So rewind to when I first started my VA business, I was fully booked within a month. I'd never done anything like that before. I didn't know where my clients were going to come from. But within about 4 weeks, my first 4 weeks, I couldn't fit any more clients in. I was working all the hours that I had and I was absolutely thrilled. I was ecstatic. I was like, this is amazing. This is what I wanted. But then the reality set in and I was juggling all of these clients and I literally couldn't onboard any more clients. Like, I didn't have any more time. But I was working so hard for their businesses. My business wasn't growing anymore because I couldn't take any more on. I was fully capped at the income that I was at, which was a couple of £1,000 a month, because I couldn't charge anymore. I had no more time to sell. So I was selling hourly retainer blocks. I was selling blocks of 5 hours, 10 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours. And once all that had gone, I have 3 children. So I could only fit it around the time that I had in my week. And at that particular time, I was fully booked. I couldn't fit anybody else in. So I was capped. My income was capped at £2,000 or less, depending on what clients I had at the time. And I was literally like really frustrated. I was like, look, I've set out this business. I'm working my ass off and this is where I'm at. And don't get me wrong, £2,000 at the start of my business was amazing. But the longer you're in business, the higher you raise your bar. And you think, actually, I want to help more clients. Actually, I want to increase my earnings. Actually, I want to work smarter. How can I do that when I'm selling hourly retainer blocks and I'm capped? Like, there's nowhere else to go. So I was really juggling. a lot of clients. I was attracting clients that there was lots of red flags there as well. So I'd have clients that tried to haggle me down on price. That's a huge red flag. Okay, so if you ever get someone do that, walk away. It's not worth it. I had clients that didn't value what I was offering in my business. And that was really hard to deal with because I was working my ass off. So I actually went on a course. I remember years ago going on this course where I went on to learn about how to get to 5k months. And the coach there, and this is me calling out coaches in the industry now because I really disagree with this, and now I know a lot better. I can look back at that time and be like, that was so wrong. But how to get to 5k months is not sell hourly retainer blocks. That's not going to happen. You'd have to work more than full time to get to 5k months selling hourly retainer blocks. And I just left my corporate job to be at home with the children. So the last thing that I wanted to do was to have another job, because I wanted to be home with my babies. So I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to swap. I wasn't going to swap a job for a job. And that's what I'd done. So the same things, I started seeing like patterns in my business. And the same things were happening. One client would come in, one client would go out. And because I had no time other than to do client work, I had no stream of income. I had no stream of inquiries coming in regularly. I relied on referrals. And I was literally like, oh my God, a client's left. I'd feel that like freelancer fear where I'd literally be sweating at the thought of my income going down, and I'd like panic about getting another client in. It was just no way to work your business at all. So I had it was like revolving door, one client in, one client out, and I had no time to work on my own business. So if anybody is feeling like that right now, just pop it in the comments. Yes, this is me, because I completely understand where you are coming from. I completely get it, because I was in the exact same position when I started my VA business, 100%. So what I want you to think about now is, what if I could tell you, right, there is a way to get to 5k months without having to work all the full-time hours. Now, this is not me being a complete bullshitter like I see so many coaches online do, where they say, oh, you don't have to work hardly any hours and you can get to 5k months, 10k months, 20k months. Like, I am not about that. You still have to work hard in your business, obviously, to grow your business. But what I'm saying is you can be smarter about it. When your time runs out, if you're selling hourly blocks, when your time runs out, that's it. Your income is capped and there's no more income that you can bring in unless you have something else. So it's about that something else. And like I said, I see so many coaches saying about, you know, you can have all this and that and hardly work any hours. And I literally do not agree with that. I do think that you need to, you know, have a good product suite in order to get where you want to be, which is 5k months, 10k months, whatever it is that your goal is. So what I do is I teach my clients how to create high ticket packages that are not based on hours. Okay, so it's not about basing it on the hours that you've got in your week. It's about basing it on the result that your client is going to get from working with you. So depending on what niche you're in, it doesn't really matter what niche you're in, what result do they get from working with you? Are you a social media manager that's literally helping your clients to land clients on social media? Like, that's a big return on investment if the package is structured in the right way. Are you an email marketer that is nurturing their audience and promoting their offers? That is literally, again, going to get them clients. Like, what is it that you're giving in your services that is a return on investment for your client? So when I say return on investment, I mean they've paid to work with you. What are they getting back in return? Because that's what they need to know. They need to know the value of what they are getting. So I teach my clients how to create these offers. But then it's not just enough to have these offers. You've got to learn how to sell them through your content. And when I say sell, I mean in a value-based selling way. Because just talking about your offers isn't going to sell your offers. I don't know if that's like, you know, not many people seem to say that, but it's true. Like, if you're online all the time saying, buy my retainer packages, this is my bronze package, this is my silver package, like, people just don't buy them. And the reason is because they don't understand what's in it for them. What's the return on investment? Like, they're going to pay you for your bronze package, but what are they going to get in return? That's what they want to know. That's what everybody wants to know. So it's about like communicating that in your content. And it's about using content types that do that effectively. So even when you're not working, because I don't know about you, but I can't work full time. Okay, I've got 3 children, 2 of them are at school, 1 of them isn't. So I don't work full time in my business. That means that my business still needs to run when I'm looking after my little boy. And it's, I've got a thumbs up on my screen. And it's about having your content that works hard for you. It's about having that content that brings in inquiries even if you're not there. And that's the difference. So this is all part of my fully booked formula. And I've just actually released a mini course on this, and it's absolutely free. So if this is hitting some ticks in your head, like if you're resonating with this, then 100% go to my bio, download it. You can access it completely free. It will give you the foundations of what you need to look at to start changing your business to be generating 5k months, because it really is about having that authority online. It's about landing the clients that are valuing you. So when I changed my business to offer those types of packages that were based solely on results for my clients and not just the hours, they weren't based on hours at all. They were based on the result that my client was going to get, the transformation that they were going to get. Literally my whole business changed, I want to say overnight. It was very quickly. And the reason is because I started landing 4-figure clients. I started landing clients that really valued the work that I was doing. And I started getting consistent inquiries in. So I wasn't then worried about where's my income going to be in a few months. What if a client leaves? Like, it didn't matter. And it was, do you know what else as well? Like thinking back to when I was offering low and mid-ticket offers with my retainer blocks, 5 hours, 10 hours. It was just as much effort to sell them that were low cost and low income for me than it was to sell my high ticket packages. It was the same effort. It's the same effort. So if you have that option, which one would you pick? Of course, you'd pick the one that's going to be the highest transformation for your client, the highest impact for your client, and the highest income for you. Of course, because it's the same effort as selling one that's lower ticket. So it's really about having that authority online and instead of putting out, motivational quotes, right? I love a motivational quote, but it's not going to get your clients, okay? And tips and tricks. You need perspective shifts and activating content that sets you aside from everyone else in your niche, because it doesn't matter how many people are doing the same thing that you're doing. There's tons. It doesn't matter. It's about you shining through your content and having that activating content, the content that builds you as an authority. And just to give a client example of this, because I like to give the examples of how it can change your business. One of my clients who works with me in my one-to-one container, I'm still working with this client at the moment. They came to work with me, had children, busy, frustrated with offering like low cost offers, selling hours, just like I've explained how I was doing exactly the same in my business. This client, she was an absolute go-getter, like she still is. She listens, she implements, she does. And we created her high ticket packages using the framework I've just explained in my Fully Booked formula. And it massively transformed her business. Within her first month of working with me, she sold 4 high ticket packages. And that more than tripled the return on investment working with me. But not only that, more importantly, she had the strategy that she could take forward in a business to bring in consistent inquiries, to create that content that was going to work hard for her, to have those packages that, were based on the results and they were strategically put together to give the highest impact. And that's how much of a difference it can make, like structuring your business in that way. So as part of the Fully Booked formula, there's 3 elements. So it's content, offers, and sales, like knowing how to sell. And like I say, if you are thinking, yes, I completely resonate with this, and you need to learn more about this, then 100% just go to my bio. You can download the free Fully Booked formula course there from my bio. And I've put that together because I was sick to death of seeing coaches put out all this bullshit about you can get to 5k months on retainer hours, because that's all it is. I promise you, like retainer hours are great for ad hoc tasks where you can't package them together. But in terms of high income months and big transformations for your clients, that's not where it's at. It's not where it's at. So maybe you're thinking right now, do you know what? Like, I actually need some support with this right now. And I totally get where you are. Like, if you're anything like me, I don't sit still for 2 minutes. And as soon as I have something in my head and I'm like, right, I'm going for this goal, like I'm ready, I'm going to run. Like, if that's you, then absolutely reach out. Just DM me the word early bird and we can chat about VA Roadmap to Fully Booked, which is my group program with one-to-one support elements in there as well. And we nail this inside VA Roadmap to Fully Booked. Like, we go hard on the Fully Booked formula, but even more in depth. We talk about exactly what you need to be doing in your content, in your packages, and in your sales. And I review everybody's packages personally. It's that important. Like, your offers are that important. They will make a difference to how much you're going to be earning, not just now, but in 6 months' time. Because if you've not got that set up yet, then you're always going to be on the back foot, thinking, oh, just one more client will tip me over the edge. Well, it won't, because if one leaves, you're screwed. So you need to have high ticket packages so that they can leverage your income a little bit more, but also you can project your income. We're talking via Roadmap to Fully Booked about like income stacking. How's your income looking, not just for this month, but like in 6 months? How do you know that that's what you're going to earn? And it's all connected, it's all tied together. So if you've got any questions from anything that I've been discussing today, just absolutely send me a DM. I'm happy to chat and help you out. So have a brilliant day, everyone, and I'll speak to you soon.